Before we start, if you like Pulsechain, Hex and PulseX, please consider subscribing to the channel, as I will be uploading more videos on Pulsechain and Hex, as I have invested a lot of money into it and I consider to keep on DCAing slowly until the 2024-25 bull market. So in this video I'm going to explain why I believe Pulsechain can do a 10x in the next 6 months. And here are 5 reasons on why I believe Pulsechain can easily do a 10x. Starting off with reason number 1, and that is Pulsechain is very cheap right now. Let me show you the price of Pulsechain. The price of Pulsechain right now is around 0.4045. It is very cheap. So any other layer 1 has a market cap of at least $1 billion right now. And the market cap of Pulsechain is only around $700 million, which shows how cheap Pulsechain is. And I think Pulsechain has way more upside compared to other layer 1s, as Pulsechain is very cheap right now. So if we have to go back to the sacrifice price, we should go up by nearly 150% in price. That is only a 2.2x, which is very much achievable. And for a 10x, the price of Pulsechain will reach $0.305. And I think we can achieve that by February of 2024, 1 month before the Bitcoin halving. And I think it is very easy to get there, because we have nearly 6 months and anything can happen. So the first reason being the price of Pulsechain is very cheap right now. And the second reason being new projects will launch on Pulsechain very soon, like liquid loans, fiat and many new other projects. There are nearly 140 projects that are set to launch on Pulsechain. Let's look at liquid loans actually. Liquid loans is a very promising project, and Walrus has been very active on YouTube and other communities right now. So I am into this project as well. I'm a fan of liquid loans and fiat as well. So I do think liquid loans can perform very well, and the stable coins in Pulsechain can also do very well. So this is the second reason that new projects will launch on Pulsechain eventually and will boost the price of Pulsechain, as it is the coin you use for transactions. And the third reason being the SEC versus Richard Heart lawsuit. I think this is a very good opportunity for us to buy, because there is not much clarity in this case, and this is probably a blessing for us, as we get an opportunity to buy more than the people who sacrificed. The people who waited for 2 years after sacrificing for Pulsechain, they are suffering right now, and for us it is a perfect opportunity to buy, because there is no clarity in this case, and I don't think the SEC has even finished doing the papers for this case. It might take another 3 to 4 months for us to even get an understanding of what is actually happening in the case, because the SEC usually takes a lot of time to complete these cases and even to just file these cases. They just publicly announced that they were going to sue Richard Heart, but they haven't done anything until now, because I don't think they've even done the papers. This usually takes nearly 2 to 4 months of just talking front and back and getting things sorted before Richard Heart either settles or fights against the SEC. So first of all, Richard Heart hasn't done anything wrong, because the 3 main things they have accused Richard Heart of is, first one is of fraud. But we all know that all the money is still on chain and we can see it publicly. So that itself is a wrong statement. And the second one is that he has issued $1 billion worth of securities. We all know it was just a sacrifice and not securities. And Richard has been saying from the beginning that do not expect anything from the work of others. So I don't think this can be considered as securities. And the last one is that, what is the last one? I don't think there is anything else they've charged him with. So I don't think they have anything on Richard as well. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers talk about this. I've read a lot of websites and stuff, but there is nothing on Richard actually. I think the SEC just wanted to get someone down to prove that the SEC can do something, but they picked the wrong guy, I guess. Richard is surely going to win if he ever decides to fight with the SEC. But I do believe the best way for the community and for the investors is if he settles by paying just $10 or $20 million. I think that is what they will ask from Richard and the Pulsechain Hex community. And the fourth reason being the bullish sentiment in the market. In March of 2024, there will be the Bitcoin halving as we know it. So people will be excited for the Bitcoin halving, that they'll start buying Bitcoin and other assets right now, so that they can experience the gains in the 24 and 25 bull market. So I think that bullish sentiment itself can push in more investors into Pulsechain and other assets. And the last reason being the Bitcoin halving itself. As you can see here, we have nearly 229 days more, and the exact date is 2nd April 2024 where this happens. So we're so close. We just have another 8 months, 7 or 8 months. So I think this is an amazing opportunity to buy. And let me show you the price one last time. Yes, I'm buying a lot of Pulsechain here. I've been accumulating. I'm dollar cost averaging slowly. I've been buying weekly, and I think we can easily do a 10x in the next coming year, and hopefully we do a 10x in 6 months. If we do a 10x, we will reach the price, as I told earlier, $0.305. You might think that is a lot from here, but actually it is just, let me show you, it is just a 5x from the sacrifice price. So what I believe is a 5x from the sacrifice price is very much possible for us. And other assets like Pulsex and Hex, they have been doing very well as well, because Pulsex has been burning a lot of tokens recently. How many coins has Pulsex burnt until now? 358 billion coins have been burnt, nearly 1.72% of the total supply. And Hex is cheap as well. I want to buy so much Hex right now. It is so cheap. It is such a perfect buying opportunity, man. If you are an old investor and if you are thinking that you're lost right now, just keep buying more. This is an amazing opportunity. You might not get a chance like this again. Just DCA slowly into this. Put 20% of your money that you're planning on buying right now, and then start investing 10% every week for the next 3 to 6 weeks, because I think we might experience a huge pump when Richard or the SEC talks more about the lawsuit and they try to explain it to us more properly. We will understand that they don't have anything on Richard. So we might end up winning this, and if we win, there is no other way for us to go other than up. So invest only the amount you can afford to lose right now. Just DCA slowly, buy in weekly if you have some money. And this is not financial advice, do your own research, but I am buying as much Pulsechain as possible right now, because Pulsechain is very cheap. It has a market cap of only $702 million, and Pulsex is around $230 million. They are so cheap. So there are many good assets in crypto right now, but they are very expensive. But in the Pulsechain community, almost every asset is cheap. All right. So the SEC lawsuit was a huge advantage for us, because we have a lot of publicity right now, and nearly everyone in the crypto market knows about Pulsechain and Richard Hart. And the second one is the movie, The Highest of Stakes. The lawsuit actually happened just 4 days before the movie launch. So I don't know why that was, because I think that was another marketing stunt for the movie. I don't know, everything seems to be synchronized where people are promoting Pulsechain either for the good or the bad. But when the bull market sentiment is here, we will surely start pumping, because every asset pumps. And there's a lot of fear in the investors right now. So I do believe when there's a lot of fear in the market, you have to buy. If you do what the crowd is doing, you will end up like the crowd. You will lose money like the other 95%. So I am buying as much Pulsechain as possible. You can do whatever you want. And let's look at this chart one last time. We are here right now, and our target is here in 6 months. That is February or March of 2024. So hopefully we get there. And if you like more Pulsechain, Hex, Pulsex related content, consider subscribing, as I will consistently upload videos on this community, because this community is amazing, and I want to make money through Pulsechain itself, because it is the only asset that is cheap right now, where you can buy and chill, and you might get a 10x return in 6 months. I'm not saying that you should buy, but I'm buying. So this is not financial advice. Do your own research, and that's it. Subscribe to the channel. Have a good day, and just wait for 6 months and let's see what happens. Thank you. Bye bye.